Hi, welcome to my game. This is some kind of rinky-dink little climbing game I made way back in 2022-ish, I'd assume. And I figured since I put so much work into it, I'd go ahead and release it as what it is, preserved in its very old state. I haven't really touched anything back there, so it's all as I made it way back when. The only difference is that Rec Room bugged out the holotars and converted them to upgraded bean. Whew. Well, I guess that's all I need to tell you. But before you go, if you want a far more in-depth and better overall higher quality climbing experience, I urge you to try my game Mount Randonia. Its development has since been discontinued. However, it's just so much better than this. But if you just want to see the type of games I used to make, then there you are. Here's you're free to go. Whoa. Alright, well, hello everybody. My name is Rando Does Things, and welcome to episode 18 of Rando Runs the Rec Room Rooms. And today we're playing automatic backup of this room. Whoa, hello, hand. Did y'all see that? Whoa. We're playing RandomsLongClimb, and this is like the first climbing game that I ever made. Wait, I gotta be careful not to. So, I'm not gonna be climbing the whole thing. I might climb like this first wall to show off my epic skill, and then after that, I'm just gonna be playing the game or like showing you the little segments. Because this game, like, it has like a big climbing wall, challenge segment, big climbing wall, challenge segment, big climbing wall, challenge segment. So that's the formula, and we are now going to get to hear once I walk into this trigger volume. We will get to hear Baby Rando. You get to hear him talk, and I've heard him a little bit on in this series, but you will get to hear like Baby Rando. I know, like I was an infant whenever I got my first headset.
So pretty much in this game, what you're going to want to do is you just go back there and climb the big wall. And that's all. And it's as cancerous as it looks. It's really, really, really big. So you're going to want to set aside time for this. Bye-bye. So pretty much in
Don't
this
you love
game,
the stutter that I did not bother to retake? Wow. Um, yeah, that's Baby Rando, and as present Rando Holotar said, it was converted to upgraded beans, so it looks like crap now. But if you want to see how that something like that avatar truly looks like, go either watch the Rando Through the Years episode of Rando Runs the Rec Room Rooms, or check out the Rando's Rec Room photo album, or I think that's what I'm going to call it. I haven't made it yet, but you know, the slideshow of all the Rec Room photos that I made. Uh, you guys, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. Editor Rando is probably thinking I'm stupid for elaborating on this because it's already out and it's been out for a while now. But you know, go check that out if you want actual old bean photos and stuff. I'm going to turn down my voices so we don't have to hear him talk over and over. We have a bucket here, which it was supposed to... Okay, well, it was supposed... Oh, it's frozen, dang it. Well, it was supposed to be something like this. To where it looked like there was like dirt in it with the cheer, favorite, comment, and subscribe button on fire. But that didn't really... So, it... Whenever you place an object and freeze it, and then save the room, whenever someone reloads the room, it isn't frozen at first, or at least it wasn't like this back in the day. I don't know if it's like that present, but it's not frozen at first, so like it's unfrozen for like a split second, and if it's in any sort of conflicting scenario like it is with that dirt thing, then it'll glitch out and then freeze and then be stuck like that. And I guess I just never bothered to fix it. And then here's a... Oh, is this photo frozen too? I hate auto sprint. Is this photo frozen? Yeah. Well, that was the old thumbnail for the longest time before I made this new one. And because I gave it a logo and released the actual game. You can see the logo better in the in my dorm tour, which I think is going to be the last episode of Friend Runs the Rec Room Rooms. Without further ado, here we go. Climbing. Whoa. The trick to climbing, for any of you future people, is just like, you know, grab and kind of throw yourself up. But make sure not to throw yourself out, throw yourself up. And also make sure to have some room in front of you in your play space, because if you end up kind of like rocketing backwards, you can step forward in real life and grab on and save yourself. Little helpful tip. I think I got that from like BVR or something. I don't remember. I never really had to use it because I do not. I've like gotten really good at throwing upwards. You can. Ow! I just hit myself. You can see from there, but you can see from my whatever. Here we have a little rest area, and there's Mr. Beast, the Jimmy Beast. I remember whenever he did a collab with them, and I thought I was so cool for having that shirt. But well, let me turn my voices back up. I really hope he's not already talking, because then I'll seem stupid. Okay, maybe he isn't it.
Hmm. So I guess you're a pretty determined person, because you're up here, which is pretty surprising. So we got a little break area. You're welcome, then. Good luck on the rest of the thing.
I don't know what that noise was that I made. So we got a little break area. Wow. And random water just thrown everywhere. Coffee pot, mugs, TV that's totally not an invention. I definitely made this myself. Yeah, back in the day, I was like I was not putting much effort into decoration. Like I would just make the game. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but these walls are not like perfectly straight up and down. You can see this one kind of slants like diagonally. That's because I did not know what grid snapping was. I could not figure out how to make things perfectly uniform. So for the longest time, I just had to kind of hope and pray that everything was even. I got to get everything as even as I could, and like that, but without having it on grid. You know, because grid is like perfect and stuff. That's why the entire course is diagonal. Because from that spawn that I made down there, everything is whatever. Continuing on, I don't really need to climb this part because it's so short and insignificant, but you know. Here we enter the first challenge zone, which is... Oh, challenge, oh my gosh. And then this part is intentionally sloped. It wasn't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be up and down, but I couldn't get it to be up and down. I had a harder time with it. So I figured, you know what, let's leave it sloped and make it more of a challenge. And over here we have a trigger volume that I will pretend like I totally climbed all the way up to trigger it. Oh, wait, no. I forgot that's later on. Why would it be here? That triggers this guy. All right. Yeah, that's, I think at this point I went, well, at this point I went by RK. No, well, no, I rebranded. It was initially RK's Long Climb, but then I rebranded to Random Mid Development. So, that was Businessman Rando. Hold on, let me look at the photos. Yeah, I still left it in the room gallery. Um, ooh, I'm at like a horrible spot to talk about this. This was regular random. This was business random. This was Trump, Mr. Beast, and then Quest random. Don't know why I put them in here. I just Trump was a funny figure to put in here because, I mean, it's Trump going on. And then we got Mr. Beast. And then we have Meeting of the Randoms. We'll see that later. This is a photo that my sister took of, that's how the holes are down there originally look. So you do get to kind of see it in this video. Cool. And then we have my sister dead on the ground. That's actually like right here, I think. Or no, it's down there, idiot. But I think she had fallen and like rage quit and just like threw her headset to the ground because she was like maybe 5 at the time. I know, she's spoiled. But here we have... Oh wait, my volume's down. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I think the other one had voice lines too, probably. Let's go back because I'm an idiot. So let's...
Help me. I've been hanging forever. It's painful. Oh no. I'm slipping. Oh no. Oh no, please. No. Please. No. 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 No.
You like my quiet scream? Ah! You like it? Yeah, that's great. And now we can listen to Trump. I forgot that that one had a voice line, so I wasn't even questioning that it was dead silent. I thought he was just silent on purpose.
Oh. Hey, kid. I accidentally nailed my hand to the wall. Yeah, it's not fun. Okay.
Okay, first of all, nailing hand to the wall, it's a very in-character thing of him to do. Second of all, I was in a phase where I would say, oh, crikey, all the time. So, that's what that was that he said, if you couldn't tell. He went, ah, crikey. I guess I thought it was awesome, I don't know. And here's where we get to kind of a hard part. You're not able to, like, climb on the underside of this at all. So you have to go around and grab like this. I didn't plan for it to be like that, but I just kind of ended up that way, and I figured it was cool and worth it. Here's the part that I mistook for earlier.
Hey, so I see you're up here. That's a great feat, I gotta say. Good job. It's not done yet, but good job.
Why you low-key diagonal? Okay, that's why you low-key diagonal, because your Holotar's offset. And here we have, okay. Here we have, random ropes that are, once again, not, like, hanging straight down. These, like, really stiff ropes, I guess. But, we have like, an extremely long one there for some reason. And then we have a little hint rando showing you to go up. So, you're supposed to grab this, and then, oh, see more. Whoa. Yeah, great. And then we have this wall, which before I go up it, I will show you this. Don't you love the sound of my controllers clacking around? I think I still had the, okay, well, call me an insane person, but, editor and put up some like photos for example, but the little straps on the bottom of the Quest controllers, I took those out because I've never like ever needed them. I hardly ever, like, it's super rare that I drop my controllers. Like, even whenever I would play Gorilla Tag, because yeah, I used to be a Gorilla Tag kid. I know I'm ashamed of myself. But even when playing Gorilla Tag, I would hardly ever throw my controllers. So like I never needed any sort of little wrist strap thing to keep me safe. At the top of this wall, we have two arrows pointing to either side. It doesn't really matter which side you go on. I think I usually went on this side, so I'm going to go on this side this time. But you just got to climb like this, across, easy peasy. And then we have this thing right here. Whoa. Oh.
So I guess you're a pretty determined person, because you're up here, which is pretty surprising. So I got a
Hello.
little break
Oh.
for you. A little treat.
What?
Good luck.
Hello. Okay, very inconvenient time for them to call me, but, you know. Alright, back to the video. I have no idea what happened. I do not know why I was sent down to the Netherlands. My guess is, I'd accidentally done this. You can scale yourself up with a maker pen and make yourself huge, and I'm assuming I accidentally did that. And then whenever you drop it, it sends you down. And I guess the game just decided to put me down right there, so now I have to fly all the way back up. But it's a pretty good excuse to give you a kind of an aerial view of the whole game, which in this level there isn't much. There is more, believe it or not. Now that we're up here, resuming, ignoring the fact that they ever called me, just go whoop.
Oh, hey. See, you're a pretty determined person, huh? You're all the way up here from all the way down there. Good job, I respect that. Anyway, keep going, let your arms get sore.
You're a pretty determined person. 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 Shut up.
Okay, I'm not lying, I swear. Jump off that cliff back behind me, and that'll take you to part 2. I'm not lying. Come on, do I look like the lying type of guy?
Dude, my stutter was bad even back then, dude. I am horrible at flubbing my words. But yeah, your only option is to just jump down. So may as well. And I'll also show you a cool little thing. If you jump backwards, you'll get to see Lily. Oh my gosh. And no, Rec Room, I don't want to save. Ugh.
And we're here. See? Told you I wouldn't lie. Anyway, get to climbing, because this is pretty long too. Alright, have a good day.
Yeah. Well, over here we got the Jimmy Beast. Oh, whoa, crazy. And we're just on a random platform. This is the next subroom, and I will not climb up this because there is. You'll see. It's just a really long climbing wall, and it turns out that this entire level does not culminate in what you would expect it to be. Let's just say that. Ooh. Okay, I'll climb this part though, because right here we can see Joseph Biden for some reason levitating. And well, he's not supposed to be. He's supposed to be hanging from this part, but you know, upgraded bean, my beloved. And then right here we have a like climbing rope part that's like really wonky. Oh, oh, okay. Well, yeah. See, point in case. I don't know if I'm gonna be able. I'm not even gonna try. It's too wonky. So I'm just gonna go ahead and zoom up here and pretend like I climbed it.
Uh, this is kind of a joke part two, so you climbed all that for nothing. Yeah, sorry. But there is a part two. Like, so jump off the cliff behind me again, and that'll take you to part two. Come on, do it.
Come on, do it.
Okay, so.
Okay, that this entire level right here, all of this, nothing. It is for nothing. I don't know why I felt like doing that, but I did. And I made this little area as like an ending. And there are a bunch of different randos you saw in the photo earlier. Well, randoms or arcades or whatever. And there's Businessman RK over here. There's Tardy RK who comes over there. There's TikToker RK who's a woman for some reason. And oh, there's the original RK right over there. And I will go over all of these guys. I guess I'll do original RK last. Well, no, he's noticeable. I'll do him first. So he only shows up once, and he only shows up whenever you first like enter this area. So we have to go see him first, which he's this one, I think. Oh, well, let me leave. You should stop, right? No, hold on. Okay. Also, I just random thought. This is back whenever all holders were 15 seconds. It's crazy.
This is kind of a joke part two, so I don't know if I can do it anymore. Yeah, sorry. But there is a part two. I can't. So jump off the cliff behind me again, and that'll take you to part two.
He ends it all because he's been replaced. It's crazy. I had let me get away from these guys. I had this cool little like character lore thing that every single time I would like upgrade my outfit, which these upgrades can be seen in Rando through the years. Uh, these upgrades were like different characters in the Randoverse or whatever. Think of like the different Markipliers. Only OGs remember. I can't even remember what it was called because I was like a small child back then. But you know all the different types of Markipliers. The only one I can remember off my head is Darkiplier, the villain. But the original Rando is like my Darkiplier. He's angry that he's been replaced. Like he's the first iteration of Rando, and he's been replaced. And well, I guess he just ends it all because of that. But he's in other games too, other ones of my games, which I'm not like covering any of them in this, so that sucks. But I'm hoping to be able to port over all of my data to Radium, so maybe they'll be saved. I don't know if Holotar data is kept though. Whatever. Now I guess we'll start with just the business area because there's a whole lot going on here.
In order to compete with our leading competitor, Smartwater, for making their delicious sweet water, we need to up our game. And by doing that, we add sugar to every single drink. Good idea? In order to compete
Okay,
with our
these guys are
leading
like not
competitor,
all facing the right
Smartwater, for
ways.
making
This
their
guy's supposed to be
delicious
facing
sweet
forward.
water, we need to
Slumped
up our
over
game.
sleeping right now is
And by
kind of
doing that,
normal. The
we add
guy's kind
sugar
of
to
right. This
every
guy is
single
supposed to
drink.
be playing on his phone.
Good idea?
Don't know why he's
In
over
order to
there.
compete with
And this rando is
leading
supposed to be
competitor,
drinking the water.
Smartwater, for making
Something.
their
I
delicious
don't know why his hands are over
sweet
there.
water, we
And
need to up our
this
game.
rando's,
And
I
by
guess, just
doing
supposed to be
that,
facing
we add
forward. I don't
sugar
know
to
why he's
every
just
single
staring
drink.
down. They're
Good idea?
drinking water, rando. Oh, dang,
In order to
he,
compete
he
with
doing
our
a full 360. Gee
leading
whiz.
competitor,
And we have TikToker rando, or Randette, or whatever.
video.
doing a TikTok dance.
I love TikTok.
Yeah, I was just mocking all the people who do the stupid little TikTok dances. Man, back in the day, those were like the stupidest things ever. Sorry if you were one of those, but I just don't. I thought TikTok dances were stupid, and I still kind of do. But now we're taking past me, little Rando's advice, and we're jumping off. We're ending it all. Oh no! Oh, and we're not saving either, Rec Room. Ugh. Is there anything special here? I don't think so. This area, ooh, hello. This area is so much more modern than the others. I ignore all that. I picked up production after a long time. So this area, I don't think there's any holotars in this area, unfortunately. Oh, right, I forgot. I haven't been to this place in like genuinely forever. I don't even know if I've like really touched it since I stopped working on it. But this area, whoa, epic. Oh. Nice save, me. Thanks, me. You're too kind. You're welcome, me. Ooh. Oh, and then the rest of this is just like you climb up a tall pillar. I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. Oh, hello, left controller battery low. I thought I just replaced you. Whatever. Continuing. Gosh, I don't want another. I don't want to need to get another battery. Continuing. Hop down, and you got donuts, and you cannot go through the center of these donuts like I initially planned. So this whole point is This whole area is pointless. Like you can just grab in the center, and then you jump down here, and that's what all of the little lines are for. Because anytime you touch one of these lava points, it takes you back to the very beginning. And I guess I couldn't figure out how to make it all spawn you in the same spot. So instead, I made it to where every single one of them is their own spawn point thing. I don't remember what those are called, but they're all each their own thing, and it was very time consuming. I remember that, and it came out like crap because it's so easy to avoid these. So I don't know what I thought I was doing, but here I am, I guess. Like, what would have been better was to make would have been to have made one of those like grid patterns, like a chessboard of uh, lava tiles, like in Roblox. And this part, oh boy, this part was a nightmare for all of the players involved. I'm not gonna do this part. I'm gonna do some of it, and that's because this part loops. I think like maybe around like this point. Like this entire section is just copied and like maybe rotated around a little bit or something. Oh, hello. So it's all pretty much the same. Oh, I guess I was trying to stop you from cheating. This would have worked, right? Okay, well for starters, that part isn't even grabbable, and yes, it does work. Good. Now, I mean, I guess I won't cut this part out either. So, Editor Rando is probably crying tears of joy because he's been like locked in the mines for a long time, having to edit video after video after video. I feel bad for him, but hey, it's his own undoing. Oh, okay. That is an example of Rec Room being weird. Sometimes it just likes to make you ungrab things. Don't know why, but it does. But we're gonna ignore that and we're gonna keep going because I don't care. And I'm not investing so much time as to going back and starting all the way over because I know I've beaten this thing before because I've played these games before. Oh, and that's where it repeats. You can see it has the same like little it is the same little like diamond formation as it does over here. Oh gee whiz, so it repeats a lot earlier than I thought. Whoa. Alright. Well, headset battery is low. Shut up, dude, you're ruining my video. Meta, I hate you so much. I genuinely hate you with every bone in my body. Anyways, pretending that we climbed the whole, well, not really climbed, but like monkey barred our way through the whole course, we are met with a decision. We can go through one of these paths, but only one of them we're able to walk on, while all the others are decorations, so we fall through them. The classic Roblox obby thing. And there's actually a way to tell which one is solid, and that's by looking at the environment around you. You can see we have a blue chair, a yellow labeled water bottle, and a green gun. Confetti gun, that is. And, oh, I didn't mean to lock that in my hand. Oh, okay, there you go. Well, the only color that isn't present here is red, so that's how you know to go on the red one. However, you could have, well, let me get my camera out for this to make it more relatable. You could have just taken your camera, hello, and just, okay, 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 alright. You could have just done that. Simple, easy peasy. I don't know why I favorited my camera, because I'm going to need my maker pen again. You know, whatever. And I think this is where progress leaves off, I think. And this should take us to the end credits room, I'm fairly certain. Right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, any regular Joe would have been climbing this, just can't wait to get to the top. And they would have been teleported, but Rec Room is annoying, so I have to do this. Ah, here we are. The very end. And this is the epic credits room. Oh boy. Wait, hold on. Let me leave and re-listen to you. Okay, now.
Thank you so much for playing. You see, I don't have a full part 2 yet, and just for a fill-in I made the fake part 2, so and there is going to be a regular part 2, but not right now. Thanks for playing.
I think this was, that whole tour was recorded before I made the actual part 2 area, so, it's kind of outdated, but it still works. You know, you can see all the wacky characters that have shown up. You have Businessman, Girl Counterpart, Mr. Beast, Donald Trump with his hand nailed to the wall again. RK, and then the very first RK, who's clenching his fist with anger. Editor Rando put the Arthur clenching his fist meme up. Peak show, by the way. And we can see Businessman Arcade trying to make a deal with Mr. Beast, who is not interested. Over here we can see Rando and weird female Rando vibing out to Pirate Brawl. Love that song. I am just now like remembering how much that song has appeared in all my games because I loved it so much. And then we have well, originally I think the very first RK would have been like, I think he was like hunched in the corner like a worm or something. He would have been like right here. He would have been angry. Yeah. Hat. Yeah, he would have been like this. But, you know, he's... because of stupid Rec Room being stupid upgraded bean, it's ruined. Just like everything in the game. And over here we have Donald Trump, who's... He looks like he's spying on the very first arcade, but he's supposed to... Oops. He's supposed to just be spying on everyone in general. So, yeah, that's of course another example of stupid upgraded bean. Now we have a door to the rec center and a door to my other games, which, Clear and Clear Cut, I think that's, I don't know if that's the next episode, but it's coming soon if not. Then we have Arcane Ghost Store. That was his username, Ghost, right. I'm not going to be going over that, but that was a fun store I made with, Grimm's brother, Ghost, and, it was like it was like the beach store template in Rec Room. And we just filled it with holotars, and that was awesome. So I guess that is the very end of the video, so thank you so much for watching. And, like I said, I don't have much to talk about. I just can't believe that we're nearing the end of Random Runs Through Rec Room Rooms. It's crazy. This is being filmed on, what day is it? May 26th. Alright. I really need to cram in a couple more videos tomorrow, too. But it's alright, because I won't be able to film near the end of May, so I only have like 2 more days to film. Thanks. So, it's alright, but thank you for watching, greatly appreciate it. Hope this video does not end up being like an hour long. Okay, no, it's only like maybe 30 minutes, that's better. Yeah, I've had like a serious problem of accidentally ending up with like hour-long, unedited, raw clips that I'm gonna have to edit later. Which, by the time you're seeing this video, all of them have been edited so far, so it's kind of... whatever. End the video. Just stop rambling. Yeah, that's it. Bye!
You shut up. That's why your shoes raggedy. That's why your mama dead.